It's me, support your diamond in the rough in the city, still looking pretty. Coming to you guys today with yet another YouTube coronavirus quarantine video. Today's video is based on story time. I've been having a rough day based on the fact that after doing my essential runs, I had a car, I wouldn't say cut me off, cut me behind me, speed behind me, and speed at a rate whereas I couldn't even stop to slow down. So at that point in time, I was advised to pull over. I pulled over off to the side of the road by my passenger. And when I pulled off to the side of the road, I basically asked what was the problem as well as my passenger. The cab driver immediately started recording as if I was the problem, and I just took a picture of his plate, took pictures of his car, and I also recorded, because at the end of the day, you're not going to try to fixate the story to benefit you. So, I mean, in that moment, I was angry because I had turned off the main road to a side road, which could have caused another problem because someone could have stepped out into the street and got hurt. Or I could have ran into the next intersection and been hurt. It could have cost me my life. So, I don't know, was it you trying to rush your fear to where they needed to go, or whatever the case may be, or if he was just looking for an angry reaction from me as a black woman. But I felt it was so unfair because it's something I deal with more than one time. I've been agitated and almost into a similar situation with my daughter before, where someone tried to run me off the road because I decided to pull over and be kind and say, you can go because you're in a rush. I don't know what it is, but people don't accept courtesy. You know, you try to be kind and they take it as you being funny, or maybe they can't hear what you're saying in your car. So I try to be clear. If you want to ask me, I'll tell you. This actually was my second incident of the week, where a young lady basically she was supposed to go straight and I had a stop sign. So I'm not going to run the stop sign. So she told me to go. Now, her car was still in motion, so I was like, no, it's fine, you go. So she got upset. She started following me. She says, she was like, what did you say to me? I'm like, I'm telling you to go because I don't have the right of way. It was fine. I didn't need to go. It wasn't a rush. You know, we're good. So it's her, 3 other young ladies in the car. And I'm thinking she's feeling like I'm going to be intimidated. But no, I'm expressing to you that I had no problem with you, so I don't understand what the problem is. So I turn off, and she starts following me, and she, as soon as it comes back to say something else smart to me when I pull over. So I said, if you pulled over your car, if you really want to know what's going on, let's speak, because I don't understand what the problem is. You yelling and screaming and saying your snark remarks from your car is not necessary, because if you would have just took the time, you'd have understood I was being courteous to you. So for the second time this week, I'm being courteous to someone and I'm encountering their nastiness. And in his case, I wouldn't even call myself being courteous, but just trying to get out of the way for my own personal safety. And what I'm tired of as a black woman is us being perceived as bitter and angry and always escalating the situation, when a lot of times we're not. And a lot of times people try to turn things around on us or be aggressive and try to force us into a situation where we do act out of our character. Now, I myself haven't been feeling well for the last couple of days, so I wasn't gonna go out of character. But so much, you wanna act up, you wanna flip out, cool, just get out of my way. Allow me to have my human right, which is to live, and not hurt somebody else in the process because you're being a prick. To that cab driver, all I have to say is, I hope that you're not driving around doing that to other people. I hope that the person that was in your car makes a complaint. And honestly, if it comes down to it, I will also make a complaint, because that's not something I should have ever had to deal with. Now, as far as the young lady, you know, that was carrying on, I don't know what kind of day she was having, so I'm not going to judge her based on her behavior in that moment. Maybe she just really misunderstood. But you cannot, and I say this because people constantly put people in a situation where they feel in danger and they're going to feel like they need to protect themselves. Depending upon the day that you get me, if I feel like I'm gonna have to protect myself, then I will. But at the end of the day, those were two situations where I was able to talk and also record and take my own pictures and show that I wasn't behaving in a crazy manner. The hardest part for me as a black woman is sometimes even our own kind will turn against one another. Even our own men will not show the respect that we are due. And I, as a black woman who does what I need to do, I take care of my family, I take care of my household, I'm not about to be treated that way. Sometimes you ask for this respect, sometimes you demand respect, and sometimes if people are not going to act the way they need to act, then you don't deal with them. My thing is, I didn't want to deal with either one of those people. You can go your way, she could go her way, and at the end of the day, I still went about my business. Today was just a little different because it upset my soul that a man would be that aggressive with me. You possibly thought that I was by myself and you were going to take advantage. And that's why you handled the situation you did. Or maybe that's just your character and you just didn't care. But regardless to the fact, it was messed up. It was messed up for me to have to even feel this way. And I'm thankful to my YouTubers. I'm thankful to whoever's listening because I was allowed to vent. And by venting, I can get through my day and feel better about the situation. And I did also talk to my dad because he's usually good with situations and sifting through them. And I appreciate him helping me out. But all I can say is, when you see a black woman in the street, we're not always angry. When you see us in the street, we don't always want to fight. Sometimes the struggles that we've been through in life will cause us to be protective and throw up a protective guard for ourselves. But it's not always that case. Today, that wasn't even the case. Nor was it the other day. I just wanted to be left alone. And I didn't want anyone invading my space or putting me in danger. So again, this has been Manisa the Poet with my story time, driving in New York, because I'm from New York, and I still love my city. I just feel bad that I had to go through a week like this, not feeling well to begin with. Excuse me. But thank you to all the essential workers. Thank you to God first and foremost, because without you, without prayer, I couldn't even get through it. Thank you for putting the right people in my path, someone I could speak to like my dad who could comfort me and uplift me. Thank you for just even the smallest things. My passengers speaking up as well. You guys have a good day, and I'm going to try to have a good rest of the week. I can't wait to see you guys again because you always make my day. Thank you. And also, I don't physically see you, that's clear, But when I say that, I mean, when I'm reaching out to you, I could just feel you guys' energy. And if you ever don't agree with me, that's fine too. Leave a comment. Either way, I'm still gonna be Manisa. Have a good day.